Hey guys, I'm Dennis with one N, which is very important because I just hate receiving Starbucks cups with two N's. But regardless, that's my first YouTube video and I wanted to make it a little bit introductory, and I wanted to make an introduction both to myself but also to the IB diploma program, because I wanted to make my channel a bit IB surviving related, like having some IB tips, study tips, and guide people through that horrible program and let them know how my IB experience was. So yeah, first of all, as I said, my name is Dennis. I graduated from an IB school a year ago and I'm studying at the University of Nottingham in England. I finished IB with 39/40 points, but I'll tell you more about it in a different video because it's a long story. I thought of letting you know in this first video of what IB is and who is it for. So let's begin. What is IB? IB stands for International Baccalaureate, and that's a challenging academic program which has 4 different types. It has a primary years program, middle years program, career related program and diploma program. The latest one I graduated from. Diploma program is an equivalent of A-levels or SAT exams. So yeah, International Baccalaureate is just a fancy way of saying an exam. So that's what you do before going to university. And IB was created in the late 60s in Switzerland and was meant to make a better world through education, like that's IB mission, what they call it. And it had a mission of making a better world through education. It still has the same mission, but it was also just very convenient for diplomat kids who could travel the world and have the same studying program here and there and continue studying whatever they studied in the country they lived in before. So yeah, that's basically it. It's like an internationally standardized, is it even a word? Whatever. Of studying. So yeah, you could study the same thing in one country, in the other country, and so on and so forth. How is it structured? Besides having the mission of making a better world, it has something called IB Learner Profile, which is same for all types of IB programs, not just diploma program. And it has 10 qualities that any IB student has to possess. Unfortunately, I cannot remember them all in my head, but I'll read them up for you just because why not? Give me a second. So an IB student must be knowledgeable, risk-taking, caring, reflective, principled, communicating, inquiring, balanced, open-minded, and thinking. Those are the 10 qualities that any IB student must possess, I assume. But IB is actually not as flowery as it sounds. So IB diploma program contains 6 groups and you must choose one subject from each group. Group 1 is your native language, or a language in which your level is nearly native. Second group is your second language, which can either be a beginner language or a more intermediate learning kind of language. Third group is a humanities subject, such as psychology or history or geography, or many others. I can't possibly tell you all of them. There are lots of different subjects you can choose from and they differ from school to school. Fourth group is a science subject, natural science, which could either be physics, chemistry, biology, or environmental science societies, if I remember correctly. Fifth group is math, so math is unavoidable in IB. And the last group is arts, where you can take visual arts, music, theatre, dance, or you, instead of doing an art subject, you could pick any subject from group 1 to group 5. And then Each subject can be taken at either higher level or standard level, except math. Math has a level below standard, which is studies for people who are not very good with numbers. And IB has a requirement of having at least 3 high-level subjects. Besides, here's the thing that makes IB quite difficult. You also need to be a well-rounded person. So yeah, any IB student, besides doing their 6 subjects, has to do 3 extra things. So first of all, it's a 1 more subject, which is the only mandatory subjects for all IB students. That's TOK, an abbreviation for Theory of Knowledge. It is basically epistemology, which is a branch of philosophy that teaches you about ways of knowing, the ways you're obtaining knowledge, types of knowledge, and so on and so forth. It's quite a confusing subject, actually. And then extended essay, or EE, that's a research paper of 4,000 words. It has to be completed in any field of study, any subject of your choice, any topic, but it has to be done. And IB has something called CAS, that stands for Creativity, Activity and Service, which is mandatory voluntary works that everyone has to do. That's your extracurriculars that are actually mandatory in IB system. So creativity points could be gained from learning a language, joining a drawing club, knitting club, whatever floats your boat. Activity points are coming from any types of sport. You could dance, you could do yoga, you could do boxing, karate, run a marathon for a charity cause, whatever again. And then service is basically voluntary work, like working for a charity shop. In each subject, you can receive a grade from 1 to 7, so receiving a 7 in all 6 subjects will give you 42 points, and then you can also receive 3 extra points for your extended essay and theory of knowledge. IB is actually not as flowery and lovely as it sounds, so let me read you out the definition from Urban Dictionary, which I find quite relatable and quite true. A malicious program aimed at the unnaturally brighter population in an attempt to overload their brains, thus reducing them to vegetables without lives. However, a true IB student will respond by adapting and bullshitting their way through. Obviously, that's a bit of a stretch, but it's quite true. And yeah, I would say IB is not an actual hell, but it is academically challenging and it's time consuming. So who is it for? First of all, you definitely have to prioritize school or education in your life. It has to be one of your top priorities, because if you're not going to go to the university, like, you can still do IB, but I wouldn't say it will be a waste of time, because obviously it teaches you a lot, it makes you a brighter person, a better person, and all of those things, but I doubt it's gonna be worth it. Like, it won't pay off the same way as if you're actually going to use it for anything in particular. And that's basically because, first of all, IB is a very time-consuming program, because you have to do extracurriculars, you have to do so many subjects. Let's say compared to A-levels, where you're fine doing 3 A-levels instead of doing 6 and 7 to be, yeah, whatever. Also, besides being very time consuming, it's very academically challenging. So the level of subjects is not necessarily easy, and the problem is that you have to be more or less equally good at every single types of subject. You have to be good at humanities, at natural science, at math, at languages, literature, whatever. Therefore, well, my personal opinion is that you either have to be very naturally gifted and good at school, or be very hardworking and really know what you want to do, set your aims, work hard. And to be honest, I would say that the last one is more important than being naturally gifted, because you can't really control how gifted you are, but you can work hard. And I met quite a few people who didn't seem as brightest in the beginning of IB, but they worked so hard, they studied so much that by the end of IB they received some of the best grades possible. And well, obviously it's amazing if you have the combination of being naturally gifted and then you're also very hardworking, but that match doesn't happen very often. Regardless, if you don't think you're very good at school, if you really want to work hard for it, you can do just fine. But you have to work hard, definitely. And the last thing, I mean, it's not a rule, but it's my personal opinion. If you're mentally unstable or have mental health problem, I won't say that it's impossible to complete IB, because I know several people who've been struggling with their mental health issues, but they still did amazingly in IB. But let's say just consider it twice before starting, because it is a lot of effort, a lot of stress, a lot of time pressure. You have to be good at time management and remembering lots of things, doing lots of things. And I will say, if you have any mental health issues, I doubt IB is gonna help them. It might make your depression or anxiety or bipolarity or any other type of stress, mental health issues, it could make them worse. So consider it twice. Maybe talk to your psychologist, psychiatrist, your parents, your friends. Maybe if you know someone who's going through IB and they have mental health problems, just talk with people, think if you really want to do it. But if you think you can handle it, well, obviously nobody else can know better than you what you can handle and what you cannot handle. So if you're ready to push yourself, if you're ready to struggle but go through it, if you're ready to be challenged, definitely go for it. So yeah, to sum up, IB, well, it's pretty horrible, but I'm glad I did it. It's fun, it gives you lots of knowledge, it helps you so much in the university. University seems so, no, I wouldn't say easy, but the first year university is definitely easier than IB. And just because IB gives you a lot of preparation, a lot of knowledge, gives you skills, which is very important for writing essays, thinking critically, and so on and so forth. But yeah, if you have any other questions, comment below. Don't forget to like the video, woohoo, and subscribe, yay. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching me. Have fun, guys.